Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. This is the first stage in a big landscape job I have to do here at the garden center. I talked about this a long time ago. I'm getting a new sign for my corner up here, which I haven't ordered yet. I've sprayed the grass out for the bed. That video likely went up yesterday or recently I used a vinegar solution to actually kill this Bermuda grass and things up here at the corner. It's somewhat effective. You might want to watch that video if you're interested in using alternative methods to kill weeds. It worked okay. Today I've got a big selection of plants from the Southern Living Plant Collection. Most of these items I've done individual videos on. I am using a lot of these pieces because I sell them here at the garden center, and it's going to be beneficial to customers to be able to see them as they mature in the landscape here. So I'm going to be using a lot of those kinds of things that I'd like for customers to be able to see, not me tell them it gets 4 feet tall, but let them be able to see that it gets 4 feet tall. So I'm going to hop through these real quick and show them to you. Really hard to film here at the garden center. It's early in the morning. It's already almost too bright to be out here filming. This corner is very, very sandy, and so up here I will use some sort of peat-based or compost-based mixture in with this sand, and I'm eventually going to be running some drip irrigation. You'll see all that. I'm putting some pieces in today. I'm mixing some, I actually have some old potting soil bags here that were busted. I'm actually mixing some of that in with this sand just to try to hold some water in place. This was a farm field and all the soil was pushed up there, and it drains way too well. So that should be helpful with that. And then I've got some old bags of hardwood mulch that I'm going to use to mulch that space. And if I run out of that, I've got some pine straw. So anyway, you'll see all the stages of this. This is the first day planting this. There's gonna be another planting day. The sign's gonna go in, lighting's gonna go in on the sign, and irrigation's gonna go, drip irrigation's gonna go in on the whole thing. I have underground irrigation here, so it's gonna be easy to tap into that, to do that. But you'll see all these stages. This is a lot of pieces going in today. The first piece here is this Oakland holly, and I briefly talked about this plant in a container planting video last Christmas, but I haven't covered this plant in a video. Look how beautiful this holly is. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's upright and narrow. I think it's a much, much nicer holly than Nellie Stevens hollies are. It's not quite as broad down at the bottom. I think that's going to make this a very, very popular holly over time. It's self-fruiting, so it will berry on its own, and just really, really beautiful plant right there. I will cover that plant in an individual video at some point. This is the other thing here that I have not covered, is these evergreen Stella daylilies. I have 3 of these. There's a flower on that one right there. I have 3 of these on my driveway that I had from earlier this year, and I just haven't had time or haven't found the right spot for them. They have bloomed the entire summer. This is truly a great repeat blooming daylily, and it's an evergreen Stella. The foliage is supposed to be evergreen. I'm going to find out this winter. I haven't overwintered one of these yet, and I'm in zone 7B, so I'm very interested in overwintering it. But the flowers alone just been really wild, how long they actually stay in flower during the summer. I'm using several Sunshine Ligustrum. I love those things. You probably all know that by now. These can be shaped into balls or cone shaped, or whatever we want to do with them. They'll be easy to keep whatever size I want to keep them up there. I'm using some of these Obsession Nandinas. Just really gorgeous, gorgeous foliage on this plant, which may be hard to see in this lighting out here, but man, these are so striking. Again, they're evergreen. They're going to stay tight, compact. I'm using some of these white wedding hydrangeas right here. This one will get a good size for the road up there, and I really like this plant and sell lots of them. So I want customers to be able to see how long they're in bloom. Here's some of these orange rocket barberries. You can see the color on it right now. They're probably starting to think about slowing down for the fall, but these will be upright and narrow, and I'm going to put those behind these yellow Sunshine Ligustrum. That should look great together. And then I've got a big group of Baby Jim boxwoods, and I'm going to kind of outline the lower part of this bed with these, and then leave an entrance into the bed later that people can walk into and just kind of look through the collection of plants I have planted up there. And then the last thing for this planting is this ultraviolet butterfly bush. This is a great compact butterfly bush. I've sold a lot of these this summer. Of course, they're starting to wind down. It's September now. They won't be long for going to sleep, but it's still pushing out some new flowers, and they've been blooming all summer long. But all these, like I say, all these first pieces in this first planting are all Southern Living Plant Collection plants. I'll show you after I get them laid out, and then after I get them planted. So you can see how big this space is. All of this has been sprayed out with this 20% vinegar solution. My sign is currently here, and it's going to move over to here and be larger, but there's a lot more pieces to be put in to this space. And they're just laid out over here right now. After I get everything in the ground, I will show you after it's all in the ground and mulched. But I've got my pile of mulch, and then there's a pile of bags of old potting soil here that are going to be mixed in with these. But there's my boxwood edge there, and there's the path in here that will get you up here to the sign. I got the first stage of planting done up here. Here's those baby gem boxwoods going across here. Like I say, there's a gap I left right there. I'll show you in just a second where we're going to go in at. And then I've got a space right there and up there that are probably equal to what I've already put in today. So this is going to end up being a lot of pieces over time. I love these Obsession Nandinas right here. The new sign is actually going to go right there, and I put this holly right here. That sign over here is only a 2x3 sign. This sign's going to be a 3x4 sign right there. There's these dwarf butterfly bushes, these white wedding hydrangeas. I've already cut a few of them back. They were wilting so badly, and I'll probably go ahead and cut these as well. It's better sometimes just to take the flowers off things when you plant them for the first time. I've got these little markers in here. There's a fiber optic cable running through here, and before the paint got washed off the ground where I had them marked, I put those in just to make sure I knew where it was. This is going to be beautiful right here with these sunshine ligustrum and those orange rocket barberries right there in that big cluster. And I'm leaving a path in here to get up to where the sign will be. There'll be stepping stones through here, and allow customers to just meander, through this bed and down this side. All shade things are going back in that area right there under these big Natchez crepe myrtles. So I don't know how many cloudy Sunday mornings I'll ever get, but that actually worked okay to shoot up there without a crazy amount of noise this morning. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to have, like I say, at least 3 additional videos up there, 2 more planting videos and a irrigation video as well. And I think that space is really going to be quite nice. I'm just, like I say, leaving a place to meander through. I'll also be doing some lighting on the sign, that kind of thing, some low voltage lighting, and possibly some solar lighting as well that you may be interested in, that I've have some experience with from my landscaping days. So thank you very much for watching this video.